these things, they're just disappointing. All these things, they're just disappointing.
When you come to writing lyrics, do you go through lots of drafts of the song, or is the first thought the key to getting that honesty?
It's always different, and I usually just say, whenever I'm asked, I say however I feel that day. But for your specific question, I think for me, usually it's about peeling away the layers. I see it as a distillation process, like a fine cognac or something like that, where you're taking away all the elements that are unnecessary until you get down to this thing, where everything is exactly the way you want it to be. And you should be patient, because sometimes, it's okay to rewrite everything, anything. You can do whatever you want. If it doesn't feel right, it's probably, you're probably right about it. But I love the idea of this being a distillation process. As far as words go, what words connect and what words are really you and coming from you. And when you're writing things because you want to be perceived a certain way. And you can't be doing that. You can't be doing it because you want people to think that you are this and that. You want to get rid of all those lyrics and just write what's coming from here.
In terms of arrangement and instrumentation, how much of that is how fully formed are those ideas when you go into the studio?
One of the things that's difficult for me about working with John Congleton was that he wants all your demos done. And he wants, fully formed demos, and then you just go into the studio and you basically use those as templates and build the songs around them. Because I've never done that before. I've always just gone into the studio and then just started making songs. I've never done demos before. I found it sort of obscene, or, so this was the first time that I did that, and I think it's a great idea. I think you should do that, But I don't ever want to hear what I did again.
Yeah.
I don't make records for me to listen to. I want it to be something that I would listen to, And I want to be proud of it and feel like I made the record that I wanted to make. But I sort of feel like I'm done with it because then you do the live thing, and that's a whole different thing. And that's where, as far as I'm concerned, the songs really come into their own, because you learn how to sing them for real.
Yeah.
Because when you at the beginning, I never liked my vocal performances on my records, because I feel like I just wrote the song and I'm just singing it for the first time or the second time or whatever, or in some cases the 400th time, depending on how many takes you had to do for. But I feel like it's only in the live setting that I really become good at them,